I'm David Toman, author of nootropicsexpert.com, and in this video I'm going to share with you what I believe to be the best nootropic herbs, what they are, why we use them, and the science behind them. The word nootropic may be new. It's coined by Dr. Corneliu Giurgea back in 1972. But humans have been using nootropic herbs and medicinal plants since before recorded history. Nootropic herbs are some of the most potent natural brain enhancers we have available today, often shown to be as effective and safer than modern pharmaceuticals with a similar mechanism of action. New scientific studies are now validating the cognitive benefits associated with traditional nootropic herbs, and modern manufacturing methods take these botanicals safer, pure, and more effective than ever before. So in this video, you'll be introduced to the top 15 nootropic herbs that can be used as standalone supplements, and several are included in some of the best pre-formulated nootropic stacks available today. Nootropic herbs are naturally growing plants or parts of plants, including roots, stems, leaves, flowers, and seeds, that are used for their brain-enhancing qualities. Each of the nootropic herbs investigated in this video have a long history of traditional use in herbal medicine, used for millennia by ordinary people as well as medical professionals. It's only in the last 100 years that science has shown us how these herbs work in our body and brain, validating what people have known through practical experience in using these herbs. Humans have been using plants for food and medicine for thousands of years. Emperor Shen Nung, back in about 2600 BC, he was the second of China's emperors, cataloged over 365 species of medicinal plants, many of which are still used in traditional Chinese medicine today. The ancient Greeks and Romans were also into herbs. Surgeons with the Roman army spread their herbal expertise throughout the Roman Empire, including Spain, Germany, France, and England. Dioscorides back in 40 BC and Galen in 131 AD, both Greek surgeons in the Roman army, wrote herbal books that remain the definitive materia medica texts for 1,500 years. And then in 1597, John Gerard, who was the superintendent of the gardens for Queen Elizabeth, incorporated New World plants in his Herbal, or General History of Plants. Our ancestors long ago learned that certain herbs could have profound effects on healing and optimizing the human brain and body. Our ancestors used nootropic herbs in their most basic form, dried, raw, and as powder or steeped as tea. And while effective, ancient herbal medicines were not that consistent in their brain-enhancing activity. Modern manufacturing methods have advanced to the stage where we know a specific nootropic herb will provide predictable, consistent benefits from batch to batch. And some extracts that can only be produced with modern lab techniques can amplify nootropic cognitive activity for more specific benefits. The latest manufacturing techniques for nootropic herbs include standardized extracts, which provide an exact level of the plant's active nootropic compounds in each serving. Then you have concentrations, which are distilled into highly potent herbal extracts, resulting in small quantities offering greater and cognitive enhancing activity. And then we have calibration. Precisely measured botanical extracts are made to supply more specific nootropic compounds shown to benefit your brain. Now, not only does modern lab and manufacturing techniques provide more effective nootropic herbs, safety is also enhanced because unwanted compounds or toxins can be prevented from entering your nootropic supplement. Next, you're going to get a summarized introduction to 15 of the most effective nootropic herbs known to man, most with 1,000 years track records in cognitive enhancing performance. Each summary in the original transcript of this video, which I'll provide a link to below this video. In the original transcript, you've got live links going to the full review of that nootropic herb. So each one of these 15 herbs I'm going to be talking about has got a full review associated with it. In that full review, I provide a deeper dive into what it is, where it comes from, why we use it, the recommended dosages, side effects, and types or forms of each botanical to buy as a nootropic supplement, and with links to dozens of clinical studies supporting each nootropic. Ashwagandha. In Sanskrit, ashwagandha means smell of horse, meaning this herb imparts the strength and vigor of a stallion. It's one of the most powerful nootropic herbs in Ayurvedic healing. Ashwagandha stands shoulder to shoulder with some of the most potent drugs used today to treat anxiety and depression. Ashwagandha helps reduce cortisol, lowers blood sugar, and improves blood pressure. It helps regenerate axons and dendrites and synapses, restoring neural networks. This nootropic herb boosts memory and learning. And ashwagandha extract inhibits acetylcholinesterase, the enzyme responsible for breaking down the key neurotransmitter acetylcholine, which in turn helps increase cognition, learning, and memory. Bacopa Monnieri. Bacopa Monnieri, also known as water hyssop, is often referred to as Brahmi, and it's named after the supreme god Brahma. In ancient Ayurvedic texts, Bacopa was recommended to devotees to help them memorize long passages of texts. The bacosides A and B in Bacopa help rebuild damaged neurons and improves electrical signaling in your brain, boosting attention, memory, recall, and focus. And studies show Bacopa as effective as the benzodiazepine lorazepam for anxiety, without the benzo side effect of memory loss. Cannabidiol, or CBD, is one of over 120 phytocannabinoids that have been isolated so far from cannabis sativa. The other major phytocannabinoid is, of course, THC. CBD has been shown in the lab and through practical user experience to provide anti-anxiety and antidepressant effects, reducing anxiety in those with social anxiety disorder, and as an antidepressant by enhancing serotonin and glutamate signaling via the 5-HTP1A subreceptor. CBD has gained widespread attention for treating seizure disorders like epilepsy. CBD lowers excitation in brain cells that contributes to seizures, and CBD also enhances GABA, which helps prevent seizures, and its antipsychotic effects are related to its effect on increasing levels of anandamide. Ginkgo Biloba. Ginkgo Biloba is one of the oldest species of trees on Earth. Some ginkgo trees in China are thought to be over 2,500 years old. In fact, 4 ginkgo trees survived the atomic explosion over Hiroshima, and they were only 1,130 meters from the bomb's epicenter. In the oldest Chinese materia medica, Ginkgo biloba was recommended for asthma, swelling of hands and feet, coughs, vascular disorders, aging, and for the brain. Ginkgo acts as a monoamine oxidase inhibitor, or MAOI, which reduces the levels of monoamine oxidase in your brain, which in turn boosts dopamine, which can help reduce anxiety, depression, and assist in the symptoms of ADHD. Ginkgo also helps increase cerebral blood flow, improving oxygen and glucose availability in neurons for neuronal health, boosting memory, recall, cognition, and learning. Ginseng. The name ginseng as a nootropic usually refers to either American ginseng or Asian ginseng, which is also called Panax ginseng. Panax means cure-all in Greek. Ginseng works as an adaptogen, reducing adrenal fatigue, boosting GABA, and providing an anti-stress effect. Ginseng provides neuroprotective effects on the dopamine pathway, and ginseng is a serotonin and norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor, working as an antidepressant, and it helps the symptoms of ADHD. Ginseng also works as an anti-inflammatory by reducing cytokines and as an antioxidant, boosting ATP synthesis in mitochondria due to its antioxidant effects, improving physical and mental energy. Gotu Kola. Gotu Kola is often called the student herb in Bali because it sharpens the mind. Gotu Kola extract increases dendrite and axon growth in brain cells, which helps memory. And as a nootropic herb, Gotu Kola stimulates the growth of brain cells. It encourages dendrite branching, which boosts brain plasticity and communication between neurons. Gotu Kola protects your brain from toxins and oxidative stress. Studies show it helps protect against heavy metals and food additives which cause brain fog, mood swings, and migraines. And it reduces oxidative stress by reducing free radicals in brain cells. And Gotu Kola helps to prevent the breakdown of acetylcholine, enhancing mood, motivation, memory, and learning, and preventing degenerative brain diseases like Alzheimer's. Holy basil. Holy basil, or Tulsi, or the incomparable one, is the most sacred nootropic herb in Hindu religion and has been valued for millennia by Ayurveda, Greek, Roman, Siddha, and Unani medicine because of its benefits for mind, body, and spirit. Holy basil is a monoamine oxidase inhibitor, or MAOI, which boosts levels of dopamine in your brain. And it inhibits acetylcholinesterase, which boosts acetylcholine, affecting anxiety, depression, memory, and faster thinking. Holy basil reduces spikes in cortisol induced by chronic stress, and is particularly effective in protecting your brain from negative effects caused by loud noise, like loud music. Holy basil shields your brain from heavy metals such as arsenic, cadmium, chromium, and mercury, and from the toxic effects of radiation. And several studies have shown holy basil to be as effective in treating anxiety and depression as Valium. Lemon balm. Lemon balm is native to the Mediterranean region. It has been cultivated for well over 2,000 years. It was used as a tea to combat mental confusion and as an elixir to extend lifespan. In the 17th century, French Carmelite nuns dispensed Carmelite water. This lemon balm-infused miracle water was said to improve memory, vision, and reduced fever, melancholy, and congestion. Lemon balm inhibits acetylcholinesterase. Acetylcholinesterase is an enzyme that breaks down acetylcholine. Increasing acetylcholine boosts memory and cognition. Lemon balm also provides a significant anxiolytic effect. It raises brain levels of the neurotransmitter GABA by inhibiting the enzyme GABA transaminase. This influences mood regulation. And the rosmarinic acid in lemon balm promotes an antidepressant effect in your brain because it downregulates certain protein kinases, and it upregulates brain-derived nootropic factor along with boosting dopamine synthesis. L-Theanine. L-Theanine is a non-deleterious amino acid found in green tea and is similar to the neurotransmitters L-glutamate and L-glutamine. L-Theanine boosts alpha brain waves, promoting alert relaxation, and theta brain waves associated with creativity and relief from trauma. L-Theanine boosts the neurotransmitters serotonin, dopamine, and GABA in your brain, as well as increasing brain-derived nootropic factor and nerve growth factor, relieving stress, improving cognition, boosting mood, and quicker thinking. And L-Theanine is an antagonist of NMDA receptors and can inhibit synaptic release of glutamate, protecting your brain from overstimulation caused by glutamate and possible glutamate toxicity. Maca. Native Peruvians, or pre-Inca, have cultivated the nootropic herb maca for at least 2,000 years. It is the only sustainable food crop that can grow in the harsh, cold conditions of the Upper Andes Plateau. Maca is used as a sports supplement by strength and endurance athletes to improve their trial performance, likely due to better energy metabolism and improved antioxidant status. Natives in the central Peruvian Andes traditionally had their children eat maca to improve their performance in school, likely due to maca's ability to boost acetylcholine and to act as an antioxidant. Studies have also revealed that maca acts as a fatty acid amide hydrolase inhibitor, which prevents the breakdown of anandamide and could explain why maca boosts libido, it regulates hormones, it improves memory, and acts as an antidepressant. Rhodiola Rosea. Rhodiola Rosea is an adaptogenic nootropic herb that has been used in traditional medicine in Russia and Scandinavia for hundreds of years. Rhodiola Rosea boosts mood by influencing serotonin and norepinephrine levels in your brain and the feel-good opioids like beta-endorphins. Rhodiola Rosea helps in neurogenesis by repairing and growing new neurons, and it also activates the synthesis and resynthesis of ATP, your body and brain cells' main energy source. Rhodiola Rosea helps reduce the inflammatory C-reactive protein. And salidroside, one of the many components of this incredible nootropic herb, protects neurons from oxidative stress-induced cell death. Saffron. Saffron is the dried stigma of the Crocus sativus plant, native to the Middle East. And it is the world's most expensive culinary spice, and has also been used for thousands of years as an anxiolytic, a sedative, and an antidepressant. As a nootropic herb, saffron is now used for depression, PMS symptoms, postpartum depression, memory, appetite suppression, energy and stamina in athletes, and preventing neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. Recent studies show that saffron is as effective as some popular prescription antidepressants and can even help alleviate the sexual dysfunction caused by these drugs. Crocin and saffronol, which are unique carotenoids in saffron, make it a potent antioxidant, scavenging free radicals, which reduces inflammation, preventing apoptosis, and protecting neurons and mitochondria. Many neurohackers report an increase in energy and better libido with saffron. And the saffron extract found in Performance Lab Vision has become popular with the athletic world because it helps improve vision and reduces light flicker sensitivity from bright and flashing lights. I'll put a link to Performance Lab Vision down below this video so you can take a look at my review. Turmeric. Turmeric is one of the most studied nootropic herbs in Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, and Chinese healing. Turmeric has remarkable nootropic properties and stands far above many modern medicines used to treat neurodegenerative diseases like depression, Alzheimer's, and stroke. Research shows that the curcumin in turmeric boosts neurogenesis. The production of new neurons in your hippocampus is essential for learning, memory, and mood. The curcumin in turmeric boosts the feel-good neurotransmitters serotonin and dopamine. These neurotransmitters are critical for mood, cognition, libido, and focus. And curcumin functions very much like antidepressant MAOIs and SSRIs used to treat depression and Alzheimer's disease, and can actually enhance the effects of antidepressants like Prozac and Effexor. And the curcumin in turmeric is a potent antioxidant which helps protect your brain from inflammation. Chronic inflammation has been linked to depression and dementia. Vinpocetine. Vinpocetine is a synthetic derivative of vincamine, an alkaloid derived from the lesser periwinkle plant. Vinpocetine inhibits an enzyme called PDE1 and reducing calcium levels in brain cells, increasing cerebral blood flow, especially in the thalamus, the basal ganglia, and the cortex regions of the brain. And vinpocetine is an anti-inflammatory. This anti-inflammatory action shows such promise that scientists are now working on trying to determine if vinpocetine can reduce inflammation in the brain and help protect the brain from developing Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. Vinpocetine's effect on short, working, and long-term memory can be profound. Remembering names, numbers, and life events becomes easier. Valerian. Valerian is native to Europe and Northern Asia and has been used for millennia as a sleep aid. Valerian helps eliminate stress by boosting GABA, serotonin, activating adenosine receptors, and reducing the stress hormone cortisol. Valerian extract helps relieve anxiety. The valerianic acid and valerianol in valerian binds to GABA-A receptors, which provides its anxiolytic effect, like the prescription drugs Xanax and Valium, but without the side effects associated with these pharmaceuticals. With the invention of the printing press in the mid-15th century and the herbal books of Dioscorides, Galen, and Avicenna were mass-produced, and ordinary people outside the palace, the monastery, and the university could now access the healing power of herbs. Then as now, the use of nootropic herbs requires no specialized skills. With some research here on the Nootropics Expert YouTube channel, over on the Nootropics Expert website, in deciding what you'd like to help or optimize, select 2 or 3 nootropics mentioned in this video. If one doesn't provide the benefit you're looking for, then try another. Nootropic herbs are generally non-toxic and safe when used in recommended dosages, so you can only benefit by trying them. Or you can try a high-quality pre-formulated nootropic stack like MindLab Pro, which includes effective dosages of Bacopa Monnieri, L-Theanine, Rhodiola Rosea, and pine bark extract. And if you decide to try individual nootropic herbs, then please see my post over on Nootropics Expert called 7 Tips for Choosing the Highest Quality Nootropic Supplements, and ensure that you are selecting the best quality natural nootropics available. You too can heal and optimize your brain with nootropic herbs and have safer and more effective options than your ancestors ever had. So that's my report on the best nootropic herbs. If you want to see links to the full review of each nootropic I talked about in this video, go to nootropicsexpert.com and search for Best Nootropic Herbs, or click on the link below this video. There you'll find a full transcript of this video, and you'll also find dozens of articles on all the well-known nootropics on Nootropics Expert. If you have any questions, or you want to share your experience using nootropic herbs, please use the comment section at the bottom of the post over on nootropicsexpert.com. I respond to comments and questions at Nootropics Expert usually the same day. And if you haven't already, download your free copy of Secrets of the Optimized Brain and get a copy of my book, Head First. And if you think you could use some more help with your nootropic stack or issues you're dealing with, book a personal consultation with me. If you want to see more videos on all the best nootropics used today, subscribe to this channel before you leave. I'll be putting up new videos on nootropics and optimizing your brain every week. I'm David Toman, author of Nootropics Expert.